guys, welcome back to another video. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another week with me, y'all. Listen, today I've been in y'all ears. You know, I've been feeling the energy of change. I've been feeling everything down to wanting to change certain things like my hair, my eyebrows, all the things that I want to change about myself. And I'm just like, what better to do a video on looking at old pictures and looking at old versions of myself and just being thankful and grateful, because I tell you this, yo, this season in my life with so much change going on, it's such a like surreal feeling where it's just some things that I used to love about myself, I'm starting to want to change. And there's nothing wrong with change, you know. These are things about myself that I grew to love and said I would never change. I will never change this part about myself. I love this thing about myself. And now this version of myself is kind of like, you know, I do love that version, but let's try something different. You know, let's try something new. You know, wanting to change myself with love, not out of spite of not like, you know, hating it, you know. And I feel like that's a part of change that people don't really talk about. You know, you could love something about yourself completely and still want to change it and release it. Yeah, I'm just going through that lesson in life right now. So every day is so uncomfortable with all these changes I want to do. It's so uncomfortable just thinking about these things I want to change and why I want to change them and what I want to change it to and the reasoning on why I want to change it. You know, just trying to double check, like, you know, if I want to change something about myself, whether it's my eyebrows, my wearing makeup now, or, you know, anything different, like my sense of style or anything, I like to look inwards and see the reason of why my heart wants to change it. Is it because someone told me I shouldn't love this version of myself? Is it because someone told me this is ugly? You know, what is the sole reason I want to change it? If it's a reason that I want to change it because I want to change it and not because the world says you should change it, that's why it's such an uncomfortable thing, because I'm checking myself. I'm checking my own energy. I'm checking myself to see if I'm changing it for my own reason. I think that's beautiful. I think that everybody should do that, you know? And so I'm making sure that I'm doing it for my reasons and my reasons only. And if you guys are in this season, I think you should do that as well. It doesn't hurt to double check. It takes a little bit of time to adjust to it and grow into it and mold into all these different changes and waves and stuff. And so I just want to encourage that. Like, you know, change is good. Change is healthy. Change is normal. Change happens every day. Okay? Every day it happens. And so you just want to check and make sure your reasons are for you and not for what the world says you should change for. So with that being said, I want to go over some old pictures with you guys. I want to share some old memories and just, you know, show you guys all the different versions of myself. And I've been peeking at some and they're so funny, they're so great, and I really hope you guys enjoy this trip down memory lane with me. Okay, so this first picture I want to show you guys is literally what Instagram used to look like. These are all the pictures I used to have flipagram on everything, font candy, everything, you know, the collages and things, and it's so funny, it's so cute, and the heavy edits, oh my gosh, this is literally what my Instagram looked like a long time ago. I promise, I'm pretty sure, like, literally the same username and everything. Like, I'm pretty sure that these photos are probably still on my Instagram in the same archive. I don't know. I gotta go check. I feel like Instagram back in the day was better. I'm not gonna lie. So we're kind of itching over to some of my emo phase. My emo phase in college. Oh my gosh, I want to show some of you guys some of the pictures I used to take. Being a photographer has always been in my body. Like, you know, I've always wanted to be a photographer. And so these are just some of the ones that I took on my iPod. I had an iPod, and they were just so funny, so cute, so adorable. I want to show you guys some of the pictures of my style. Your girl had a style every time, like when it came to going to school. Me, I used to go to schools in bow ties and glasses, and I used to have suspenders with me. I wonder if I could find those, but I was such a nerd, like, and I was a proud nerd. I love my nerdy, my nerdiness. I had my 2 braids and stuff. Like, I swore I was cute. I was cute. She's such a vibe. I don't know. Oh, there's this one picture I want to show you guys with, like, me with my Nike Tech socks and mindless behavior in the background. I have my gallery wall of art and just so girly, pretty girly. Literally, this blanket, I still have this blanket that I was laying on. I have so many pictures of me just wearing, like, lipsticks, like pinks and reds. Oh, do you guys want to see some of my emo phase pictures? Let me see which ones I'm finna share, because I'm not about to embarrass myself. This is definitely emo phase, y'all. Listen, my emo phase was... It is not your typical emo phase, okay? My emo phase was still girly in a way, like, I just can't not do color. My colors were just red and black. And it's so funny. It's so funny. My emo phase was a vibe, though. Y'all can't tell me. My emo phase was still a vibe. I love this era of my life, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Being emo, you just had to get it, okay? You just had to get it. If you didn't get it, you didn't get it. I feel like everybody had an emo phase, but I don't know. I had polka dots on my ceiling at my emo phase. Like, please, was I emo or no? Like, I say I was, but you call it what you want. My emo phase is when I first found out about The Weeknd, and listen, The Weeknd's been with me ever since. Literally. What is y'all first Weeknd song that y'all ever found? Like, that y'all ever fall in love with? Like, comment that in the comment section if y'all remember. My edit game was crazy, man. Gotta show y'all. This one is so tough. It's so pretty. I was so cool. Like, please. Oh, I got some more model pictures, y'all. Some younger pictures. Well, this is actually, so I showed you guys some of my modeling pictures when I was younger, but these ones are different. I was modeling for hair. I was a hair model. And this hairstyle was really cute. Really, really cute. I had makeup on and everything. This is when I knew I did not like eyeliner. And you know what? I actually went to a party, my first party, after this. After having that, and I kind of like, I didn't like that hairstyle for the party, so I was like, I gotta do something different. Oh my gosh, y'all gotta look at these pictures. These pictures were back when the headbands were, like, the flower headbands, they were popular and stuff, and oh my gosh. I was cute, though. I was cute, you know what I mean? I really wish I could show y'all everything. Oh, I could show some of you guys some of my artwork. I made my brother this art piece, and my school lost it. They lost it, and I was really mad about this because I worked really hard on that. Like, I don't even know where I got that idea from. Oh my gosh, this picture, I wish I could get this picture without this back. But me and my beats was a moment, okay? Do I still have my beats? I think I might still have my studio beats, y'all. I'm cracking up. I used to decorate my school books. Like, this is how, I don't know, there were signs that I should have been an artist, and I don't know how I didn't pick them up, but, decorating my school book with pictures from the magazine was one of them, okay? Period. I don't know why I didn't pick that up in the beginning, but, yup, y'all, there's literally a video of me being on the basketball court and just talking crap.
You recording?
Yeah.
No, dickhead. Get my bro off your phone.
That's not running with him. Yo, he's not running. He said.
I'm the runner.
He was not running.
Ah! Who made that? Nobody didn't make it.
Watching the boys play basketball, that's literally what I decided to do with my time. Like, I was just on the side where the pole was with my little friend, just commentating the whole game. Mind you, the boys just want to play basketball. They just want to play basketball, and here I go on the sidelines saying who good, who not, bidding. I'm joking on people. I'm cheering people on. I'm talking smack. Like, this is what I decided to do with my recess time. I'm just gonna watch the boys play basketball, and That was fun to me. What the heck? What the heck? This picture literally is another picture just showing y'all my sense of style when I was in middle school, y'all. Like, I was so stylish. I was so stylish. I remember when I was younger, like, they used to, when I first got to the school, they would literally go around and say, who's best dressed, who's best dressed. And I was like, I don't want to play that game. And they literally asked everybody, like, to rank everybody, who they think the best dress is. The boys were the ones narrating all of this, right? And so they went around the whole school. They asked everybody, well, not the whole school, but our whole grade or whatever, and they asked everybody what they thought. And I'm like, I don't want to play that game. I don't like that. I think it's kind of mean. And I'm saying this because I knew what kind, like, this is neighborhood kids, you know what I mean? So everybody didn't have everything good. Like, everybody didn't have a new pair of sneakers, you know. Some people had the same sneakers they had last year, you know. So I'm like, I don't want to play that. I don't like that game. Like, it's not nice, you know. And they was like, well, you the most voted right now, so do that make you want to play? I said, no, I don't want to play. Don't count me out. Whoever was next to me, just count them in. They was like, no, we counting you. And so they did and was like, just don't include me in this. Like, I don't want to do that, whatever. And so they still went on and did what they was going to do or whatever. And, you know, some girls got their feelings hurt. And this was the first time I got cyberbullied. I'm smiling because it's funny now. Like, it's not funny at all, actually. Cyberbullying is not okay. But this was the first time I started to get bullied, like, first bullying moment, okay? And it was on the internet. You know, this was when Instagram first came out. Not the picture that I showed y'all. That was kind of older version of me. But when we were younger than that, you know, the girl that came in second place to me, she was just like, oh, how can y'all say, you know, I posted a little picture of myself in my night clothes, like, and I was just minding my business. I said I didn't want to be a part of it, y'all. And she got on my Instagram and she wrote a whole paragraph of how I can't dress and my mom dressed me and all this other stuff. And I'm like, this is me in my night clothes. Like, you know, like, you know, I'm just in my night clothes. At that time, I was my mom's only child. So I did let my mom dress me sometimes. Like, my mom wanted to dress me one day, and I'm just like, you know what? Fine. Like, I can dress myself any other time. Like, my mom wanted to just dress me today. Okay, cool. Like, what's wrong with that? You know? She took that and ran with it. Your mom dressed you, and you don't know how to dress yourself. And I'm like, dang, I said I let my mom dress me sometimes, and now my mom dressed me all the time? I'm like, dang. And so, after that situation, I felt embarrassed, but really, when I went to school the next day, everybody was like, she embarrassed herself, because we all seen the messages, and at the end of the day, everybody voted for you, and, you know, it kind of made her look a little, this is why I said I didn't want to play. The crazy part to me was, she was Muslim, so they never got to see her outfits anyway, because she was always garbed up. I'm like, for her to be garbed up, I always thought that she did dress nice. And I'm just like, damn, she got on my shit and dogged me out, man. But no, short story time. But that was the first time I got cyberbullied. I'm not gonna lie. I always been into color lipstick. Like, I don't know if y'all peeping that. Like, I had red, I had burgundy, I had pink. That was the only makeup I put on. And I was comfortable with that for a long time. Let me see if I can show another one, because some people will be like, oh, it was too grown. Oh, I had a little eyeliner on too. Oh, this is something else I used to do. I used to always draw something on my hand. And I kind of think that, like, nowadays, like, that's probably why I have, like, my first tattoo is on my wrist right here, because that's where I will always draw like a flower or a heart on myself, like a tattoo, you know. And the teachers would be like, you shouldn't do that, you're gonna get ink poisoning. I'm like, so I'm telling y'all, I was in my emo phase, y'all. I'm like, I want ink poisoning, y'all. Oh my gosh, I want to show y'all, like, literally I had every hair color, bro. Every hair color. So this is me. This was my birthday, actually. I had bangs too, y'all. I had bangs. It was my birthday, and I had blue hair. I think this is the only picture I got on that day, actually. I don't even know, but yeah. So this is I'm gonna have to block out certain things, but This is another picture. You know, your girl had motion. 19 likes. What year was this? 2015. Okay, your girl had motion always. Always been a nerdy girl. Oh, I get to show you guys when I actually was taking real photography pictures, because in middle school we did have a hip hop class and we had a photography class. This was the camera I had. It was I don't even know what kind of camera it was, but it was white. And I was taking pictures of the basketball team. They called me the school photographer. I was taking pictures of, hold on, let me see. Let me see. I was taking pictures of the cheerleading team. I was taking pictures. I wish these pictures was large, like, cause I took some crazy pictures of the hip hop. Hip hop is what we called it. I was on the wrestling team, y'all. I wasn't wrestling. I was the wrestling manager, so I got some pictures of wrestling too. I got some wonderful pictures of wrestling. I got some wonderful pictures, some wonderful action pictures. Just so cute. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't know if I can, maybe I'm gonna blur their faces, but y'all, these are so cute. These are pictures from literally, these are baby pictures, y'all. Like, my hair has forever been long, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, being a kid was so good, y'all. I promise y'all. Oh my gosh, here goes some of my artwork, y'all. All my art, my art and my poetry used to be like on the board at the school all the time. Like, whatever art I created, they had that bitch up there, y'all. And you know, somebody actually bought that apple picture. That was my first ever art piece I sold. Ever. That, oh my gosh, how did I not know that I was supposed to be an artist? Like, how did I not know? Like, that was literally, mind you, he bought it for $25. I never touched that money. Y'all, I was drawing everything. Like, people say you can't draw, because I mainly draw digitally now, but I was drawing everything, okay? This was literally my first time having a big chop. This was the shortest I've ever been. I think I'm about that short right now. No, my hair's still longer than that. But I had a lot of dead ends because I was dyeing my hair. I was on the track team, y'all. I was on every sport, I feel like, please. I was not the fast. No, I was the fastest. If you gave me a good warm up, I was up there. I was up there. Y'all, these are the infamous, oh my gosh, do I got a story about these, bro. These fishnet tights, bro. I'm telling y'all, I was in my emo phase, right? So I had some black leather boots, right? They were like combat boots, right? I wore a skirt to school with my boots and these fishnet tights, y'all. I had these on. Look, they have flowers on them. They're not sexual at all, but bro, when I tell you, I got so bullied for this. They called me every slut, every whore, every hoe in the book, okay? In the book, they called me everything under the sun, y'all, because I wore some fishnet tights to school. Even my teacher at the time pulled me aside and was like, why did your mom let you walk out the house like that? And I went home telling my mom, like, why did they respond like that? Why are they treating me this way? Like, I'm just going to school looking like a rock star. Like, why are they looking at me like they would say I was a stripper. They would say every mean thing to me, y'all. And you know, I just wanted to go to school looking like a rock star, and I'm just confused because this is what rock stars wear. Like, huh? Y'all, that was the era. Like, I would always wear something that just drove them nuts. Oh, guys, look at my graduation picture. I was so cute. We took pictures before we took pictures. I had my little wig on and my little makeup. Guys, this is literally October 30th and the 31st, 2014. This is when I realized I loved camping. We went, so for our 8th grade graduation trip, we went somewhere to go camping. We went camping for a week, and real camping, in tents, no showers, in the woods, you know, real camping. And I enjoyed myself so much. They said that, like, once it was over, all the girls looked like they was stressed out, and I was the only one from the beach. Like, that's how much I loved it there. Like, literally, I have these pictures when I came back, like the same day, taking pictures in the mirror. Just like, yeah, I feel good here. I love it here. Like, I was cute too. Like, what? Literally, my style was everything. Like, I gotta speed this up. We only in middle school. Let's skip to high school now. Let's skip to high school. That was enough of middle school. Let's skip to high school. Wait, the last thing I want to show from middle school. Literally, we at the end of middle school anyway. I want to show our little graduation shirt. Everybody, this is how. Okay, so I was popular, but I was not popular. Okay, nobody signed my shirt. You know how everybody go around and you sign their graduation book or whatever. Like, I think I had one person this time. Like, I was popular, but not that popular. No one fucked with me like that. Okay, but yeah, your girl was on the track team. Your girl was on the basketball team. Your girl was a manager for the wrestling team. Your girl was in hip hop. Your girl was in hip hop doing photography, because he was a photographer, but he was teaching us hip hop, and I was so very uninterested, and I would always pick up his camera and just take pictures. Like, oh, just let me walk around the room and take pictures. And he was like, oh, you're really good. So, you know, that's where that led and stuff like that. Yeah, I just want to show y'all some dub smashes that I used to do. TikTok, this is how you know TikTok was always for me. Like, I was always gonna move over there, because I was a dub smash girl. Like, I was with Musically, but I was a dub smash girl. So we was already on that movement. Like, I was gonna be on somewhere dancing. Just check these videos out. Alright, y'all. Let's move to high school.